Today we'll be discussing Anne Frank Remembered. Okay, I've gotten several requests and everything about this book, and I was kind of skeptical at first since it was, mainly about like Holocaust victims, the whole World War II thing, but actually, this is actually a very good book. Most people know people who have researched and even, talked a little bit about World War II, one of the most famous Holocaust victims is Anne Frank. And mainly people know the story about Anne Frank. She was a Jewish girl who was in hiding during most of the war, about 2 years, and she was eventually captured and was taken to a concentration camp. Well, and that she had left a diary, and that's how we know about this, Anne Frank's diary. Well, this book goes into, if you want more background information about like what happened, this is the book you need to read. Anne Frank Remembered is by Miep Gies and Allison Leslie Gold. Miep Gies was actually the woman who had kept Anne Frank and her family and a few others in hiding. What I really like about this book is, well, it gives more information about it, and it answers a lot of questions that people typically have about World War II. For instance, before reading this book, I had no idea about the basic day-to-day life about people who weren't in the concentration camps and, weren't Jewish people or weren't those who were persecuted. I also had no idea, mainly about Anne Frank, I had no idea she, that somebody actually took care of her in hiding. Well, like I said, the plot thickens. Well, the plot thickens because of the situations, how the conditions get worse for her while she's in hiding, because as the war progresses, things get worse. There's less food there. It's just getting really difficult for her. And, but no matter how difficult it is for her, she won't take it out on anybody. She will continue. She won't give up. And another paragraph I'm going to read from it is, thinking about Anne, I recalled how I had recently noticed how pale and pasty her coloring had become. The others too. Not a ray of sun or breath or fresh air had touched their skin in more than 6 months. I wondered how many times a Nazi had passed by Prisongrot 263, never knowing, never suspecting. Then I banished those thoughts. Better to think good thoughts. How happy the children would be to come downstairs and find the basket of gifts and poems. Tomorrow Anne would recount to me every detail of the festivity. Together we could laugh and relive it. I really love this about her character. She never gives in to doubt. She never gives in whatsoever. She is always trying to be positive, especially for the family. And the family does that in return for her. And that's what I really love about the author's style of writing. But again, anybody that has any remote interest in the Holocaust or Anne Frank or anything and really wants to get some background information or to have some unanswered questions about it, definitely read Anne Frank Remembered. You'll enjoy this once you get into it. But I'm really glad I've gotten several requests to do a book talk with this. And you should enjoy it too. Please go out, read it, buy it. So leave some more requests down in the comments, and I'll do more book talks. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Book Talks all the time, and I'll see you on the